Welcome back to Andrea Jinkling. Today we're going to talk about these handy dandy disinfecting wipes or sanitizing wipes, or are you using them correctly? For many years I was not. And at the end here I'm going to show you some homemade products that you can use and a commercial product that I absolutely love in which you can sanitize and disinfect. By the way, did you guys know that the cleaning product industry is about a $61 billion industry and most people aren't using these correctly and the cleaning companies are just raking in the moolah because you keep buying them. I love these. I have 4 children and 3 bathrooms in this house. This makes my job so much easier. Okay, I think it goes without saying, if you have like a major mess or a major spill, let's say I had a ton of toothpaste as I do upstairs in my kid's bathroom, you're gonna wanna clean that with soap and water first, and then you're gonna wanna go in with one of these. I know. These are not necessarily meant to clean the surface. Soap and water is best case scenario, but I will show you a homemade cleaning solution here that I love using in my house that's super cheap and affordable as well at the end. But these, you want to make sure when you're using correctly that you are getting the surface nice and wet. And if it's not wetting the surface, you can see it's damp right there, you're going to want to use a couple of these bad boys. Wet your surface, 1 per surface, so I would use 1 on my toilet. I think this goes without saying. I would use 1 if I wanted to clean, let's say, the step stool that my kids use, the handle, light switches are common germ infestation areas, and then a different one for the sink right here so that there's not cross-contamination. In fact, I would use multiple of these on 1 toilet, just depending upon, like, I'm not gonna clean the handle with the same wipe that I clean the spot where you place your butt, and then if I lift this up, you know, there's a lot of pee and that sort of thing if you have guys in your home. I have 3 boys in this home right here, but you need to let it sit on the surface to properly disinfect for about 4 minutes. And I know the tendency is for many people, and I've been guilty of this, is to go in with your microfiber towel or whatever you have, because I mean, it doesn't look as clean when it's sitting there all wet. You do not use this if you want to properly disinfect your surfaces. You need to let it sit there wet. My husband has a hard time with this as well. And I'm like, honey, leave it like that. It's disinfecting. Now people ask, what is the main difference between sanitizing and disinfecting? Now again, you're gonna wanna check the instructions on the back of each package, even though you may have done this before, because it can vary to some degree. But generally, if you wanna disinfect, it's about 4 minutes, and sanitizing, it's less than that. And again, if you have a surface that's dirty already, you're gonna wanna clean that and then use these secondary. Now, these should not be used on fabric. I love this because you can use it on fabric, or if you have chicken juice, if you're in your kitchen or that sort of thing, and you can spray it in your sink to disinfect and then clean it out. I absolutely love this right here. However, it can be a little bit vapor, if you know what I mean, like gets up in your nose and that sort of thing, which probably isn't the best thing. So in order to properly use these wipes right here, make sure you leave it on the surface for at least 4 minutes. And it says keep out of reach of children. Now you can clean kids' toys with these. I'm just gonna toss this one here in the garbage. You can clean kids' toys with these. However, kids should not be cleaning their toys with these. I think there was a lawsuit not too long ago in which they were giving kids these to clean their desks and that sort of thing. If you look on the package here, it says, keep out of reach of children, caution. And I think it goes without saying, oh, and don't flush it in your toilet. I did a whole video about things not to stick in your toilet, so I will leave that in the description box as well if you're interested in that video. But do not put these in your toilet. You can actually put these in the dishwasher. You can clean them with these disinfecting wipes. Remember, allow them to sit on the surface for 4 minutes. And then let me show you a couple other products here that I absolutely love. Oh, and I think it goes without saying, probably you're not gonna wanna use this on your skin. In fact, you should wash your hands after using these. Like I should be washing my hands right now, which I will at the end of this video. I love this product right here. This truly does get smells out of almost anything, and it kills 99.9% of the germs. But if you look on the back of this packaging right here, there's different instructions for disinfecting and sanitizing. And the main difference on this one again is time. The time that's left on the surface to let air dry. This is wonderful. Professional cleaners will recommend this Autoban, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. And then let me show you one other thing here super quick. If you want to make your own homemade cleaner, we have this actually on our refrigerator, and you would mix 1/2 cup of bleach with 1 gallon of water. Now that is a lot, so I would reduce these ratios so that maybe I'd have 1/2 gallon, and then I'd use a 1/4 cup of bleach. And then again, what does it say on there? It says to disinfect first, pre-clean the hard non-porous surface, and this one says wait 6 minutes. And then rinse as needed. So next thing, homemade cleaners. You guys, I'll show you this bottle right here. This is my own homemade cleaner. If you don't love these items right here, or you need to do a pre-clean because it's just super dirty before you go in and do your disinfecting process with either of these products. In here I have, this is from the Dollar Tree. I absolutely love this. It's not just for windows, but the reason I like it is because if we look on the back of this package right here, the first two ingredients are purified water and vinegar, and then there's a couple of other things. So if you don't have non-purified water, you can use any old water that you have, and you can mix it with equal parts white distilled vinegar is what I would recommend. But in here, I just have this window cleaner because it's already pre-mixed for me. And then I just have a couple of drops of this Dawn dish soap. This is an excellent degreaser. In fact, I also put a little bit of lemon in here. Some people will use essential oils if you don't necessarily love the vinegar smell. And because lemon contains citric acid, that also helps break down any dirt, grime, or virus and bacteria that is on your surface as well. So let me know, have you been guilty of these disinfecting wipes? I know that I have also. Do not keep these in your car. You want to keep these at room temperature, because if they are in your car where there are lots of heat fluctuations, these can actually start to grow mold in them, and that would totally defeat the purpose of these being easy and convenient for you. But I am obsessed with these. I should buy stock. Like, I should have developed a product like this, but this is absolutely amazing. This is my second go-to because it's so quick. You just spray it on the surface and let it dry, and then clean as usual if you need to outside of that. Now, last but not least, this may not be a problem for many of you, but some people will say, how long can I keep these? How long are they good for? And generally, it depends upon the manufacturer, but anywhere between 1 and 2 years. But what I would do is I would do a smell test. And if they don't smell like their original vibrancy of when you purchase them, it's probably best to discard them, especially if you're wanting to use them for sanitizing or disinfecting surfaces, which is what they're intended for. Otherwise, just go ahead and get yourself a homemade vinegar concoction like this, a microfiber towel. Again, leave it on the surface. I would say up to 4 minutes if you want to disinfect the surface entirely. But I use this like on my everyday surfaces, cleaning up those spills, and then a lot of times I'll go in with one of these. And also, if I don't have a ton of time to clean the toilet and I need to clean it and it needs to get done, this is better than nothing at all. Doing something is better than nothing. I will leave a video in the description box below where I show you how to make your own homemade disinfecting wipes. I absolutely love that. It's super, super easy and super cheap as well, especially if you don't want to have to create a big concoction of something like this, because a half a gallon of solution is quite a bit. I like to have something small like this, and I can have it in every bathroom or in my cleaning caddy. So I will leave that video linked below. If you are new here, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you learned something new in this video, how you like these products, have you used them, or will you contemplate using them moving forward? I teach you how to turn your passion into profit, and this cleaning and organizing channel is one way that I do that. If you want to learn more, make sure you sign up for my newsletter in the description box below, and I will see you, my friend, in the next one.